Parker and Castle Rock are close enough that buyers often treat them as interchangeable, but they aren't. You could love one home you choose and still realize 6 months later that you picked the wrong town for your normal routine, because the kitchen you like during the showing is not joining you on your commute every day. Parker and Castle Rock create very different access points, different community settings, and different relationship with the rest of Denver. So in this video, I'm going to be comparing the location, downtown areas, recreation, neighborhood character, ownership costs, and the type of person I think each town fits better. And yes, I actually live in Castle Rock, and I'll do my best to account for the obvious bias. Hi, my name is Andrew with the Borremans properties out here in Castle Rock, Colorado, and we help buyers and sellers throughout Denver and South Metro Denver and the surrounding Colorado Front Range communities. The first difference is location. Parker sits southeast of Denver and east of I-25. Castle Rock sits directly along I-25 and south of Lone Tree. That basic geography affects a lot of the decision. If your regular destinations include Centennial, Southeast Aurora, E470, Denver International Airport, or the eastern side of Denver, Parker may give you the more practical starting point. E470 runs around the eastern side of Denver and provides a direct regional connection towards Denver International Airport. It also connects I-25 and E470 in Douglas County. If most of your routine follows I-25 towards Lone Tree, Central Denver, Monument, Colorado Springs, or other communities along that corridor, Castle Rock may make more sense for you. I would start here before becoming emotionally attached to either town. The prettiest house in the wrong direction can become annoying surprisingly quickly. Let's chat about Parker's overall feel. Parker feels more connected to the surrounding southeast of Denver. That does not mean that it lacks its own identity. Main Street and downtown Parker give the town a recognizable center, with restaurants, local businesses, parks, events, and the Pace Center. The town describes Main Street as the economic, cultural, and social heart of the community. Parker's broader vision emphasizes being a Denver metro destination while maintaining an authentic hometown feel. That is a fair description of the trade-off. You have a recognizable town center while remaining connected to large amount of suburban development around Parker, Centennial, Aurora, and E470. For some buyers, that connection is the advantage. They want convenient regional access, established shopping, organized recreation, and a suburban setting that doesn't feel too far removed. For another buyer, it may feel like development continues in nearly every direction. That person may prefer a town with a little bit more physical separation. Let's talk about Castle Rock's overall feel. Castle Rock feels more geographically distinct. The terrain is more noticeable. I-25 runs directly through the town, and ridgelines and open space are a larger part of the visual setting. Castle Rock also manages more than 100 miles of trails and over 4,000 acres of town open space. Through partnerships, residents have access to even larger regional network of parks, trails, and preserved land. Philip S. Miller Park is one of the clearest examples. It is a 300-acre regional park with trails, the MAC, Challenge Hill, an amphitheater, playgrounds, and additional recreation. You also have downtown Castle Rock, Festival Park, and the town's namesake, Rock, which can be reached through the trail at Rock Park. For someone who values visible topography, trail access, I-25, and a stronger sense of separation from Denver, Castle Rock may feel like the better match. The trade-off is that Castle Rock can be less convenient when much of your normal life is east of I-25 towards Parker and Southeast Aurora. Again, the map wins over the kitchen. So the downtown comparisons. Both towns have recognizable downtown districts, but they feel different. Downtown Parker is centered around Main Street and feels tied closely to community events, parks, arts, restaurants, and the surrounding southeast suburban area. Downtown Castle Rock, on the other hand, has Festival Park, restaurants, local businesses, trail connections, and the town's topography surrounding it. I wouldn't call one objectively better than the other. I would ask these simple questions. Do you want to walk around occasionally when there's an event? Do you want restaurants close to home? Do you expect to use the parks, trails, the art programs, or community recreation? A downtown can look appealing during one Saturday visit and still have very little effect on your actual week. At this point, it would be easy to summarize everything as Parker for convenience, Castle Rock for trails and scenery, but that's a bit too simple. So choosing the correct town is only half the decision. The wrong neighborhood inside that town can still give you the wrong commute, the wrong monthly cost, or a very different lifestyle from the one you expected. Parker is not one uniform area. Living near Lincoln Ave or E470 creates a different routine from living further south near Hess or Stroh Road, and that is why North Parker versus South Parker deserves its own video. Castle Rock also changes significantly from one area to another. You have the Meadows, Crystal Valley, Foundersville, Village, Castlewood Ranch, or older homes near downtown do not all provide the same access, housing age, terrain, amenities, and the development patterns. Both towns offer a range of housing. You can find established neighborhoods, newer planned communities, townhomes, single-family detached homes, and new construction in both markets. The important difference here is not often the town name. It is the particular neighborhood, lot, home age, access point, and cost structure. One section may have mature landscaping and older homes, another may have newer construction, smaller trees, active building, and additional district costs. One neighborhood may place you near the highway, and another may add 15 minutes before you even reach the main road. That affects daily life more than a generic Parker versus Castle Rock ranking. Two homes can have very similar prices and can carry very different monthly ownership costs, taking into consideration things like HOA dues, Metro District obligations, insurance, utility providers, home condition, upcoming repairs, and community fees. One cannot assume that either Parker or Castle Rock is cheaper. So here's my honest answer. Parker probably fits better when your routine points towards E470, Centennial, Southeast Aurora, Denver International Airport, or the eastern side of Denver. It may also fit better when you want a connected suburban setting with a recognizable main street or a hometown identity. Castle Rock probably fits better when your routine follows I-25, outdoor access is a meaningful part of your week, and you prefer more visible terrain and a little bit more separation from Denver. But when either commute works, stop trying to identify the universally better town. You have to choose the better neighborhood for your life. There are homes and neighborhoods in Parker I would choose over options in Castle Rock, and then there are neighborhoods in Castle Rock that I would choose over options in Parker. The correct answer depends on the places you repeatedly go and not which town wins someone else's online ranking. To browse current homes across Parker, Castle Rock, and South Metro Denver and the broader Denver area, go to our website, theborremans.co, and open up our home search. You can also use our calculator hub to run your own numbers. And if you need help narrowing down the right community, go ahead and contact us through our website or with our information down below. We can compare areas based on your commute, budget, preferred home style, and normal routine. And go ahead and comment below. Would you choose Parker or Castle Rock? And what's the biggest reason? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.